I slammed the front door harder than I meant to, the echo bouncing off the empty hallway like a gunshot. My keys clattered onto the kitchen counter as I stared at the note she'd left. Out for coffee with an old friend. Back soon. Love you. It was the third time this month. Sarah, my wife of 5 years, had always been the honest one, the rock in our marriage. But tonight, something felt off. Her phone, forgotten on the couch, buzzed with a text. Can't wait to see you again. Last time was everything. My stomach twisted. Who the hell was Mark? I paced the living room, the carpet muffling my footsteps, but not the roar in my ears. We'd been through rough patches before. My job loss last year, her mom's illness, but we'd come out stronger. Or so I thought. I picked up her phone, thumb hovering over the unlock. Trust, right? That's what marriage is built on. But doubt crept in like fog, thick and suffocating. I typed in our anniversary date, our code, and the screen lit up. Messages from Mark, her ex from college. Need to talk about us, one said. Closure isn't enough. My heart hammered. Closure. What did that mean? Sarah came home an hour later, her cheeks flushed, eyes a little too bright. Hey babe, she said, dropping her purse and wrapping her arms around me. She smelled like coffee and something else. Cologne? I pulled back, forcing a smile. Who was the old friend? I asked, casual as I could manage. She hesitated, just a beat. Oh, just Lisa from work. Girl talk. Lie. The word burned in my throat, but I swallowed it. Sounds fun, I muttered, turning to the fridge. Dinner was tense, her laughs forced, my questions probing. You seem distant lately, I said over pasta. She twirled her fork. Work stress. Nothing more. But her hand trembled slightly, and I wondered if she knew I'd seen the phone. That night in bed, I lay awake staring at the ceiling fan's lazy spin. Sarah slept beside me, her breathing even, peaceful. How could she? Memories flooded, our wedding on that rainy beach, vowing forever, lazy Sundays tangled in sheets, the way she'd cry during sad movies, clutching my hand. Was it all crumbling? Suspicion gnawed at me, a quiet beast. The next day, I called in sick to work. Rifled through her drawers while she was at the office. Found nothing, until the back of her closet. A small box, tucked away. Inside, old photos of her and Mark, laughing in some park. A recent receipt for a hotel coffee shop. My chest tightened. Denial whispered. It's innocent. Old flames sometimes flicker. But anger simmered beneath. Over the next week, clues piled up like autumn leaves. She'd come home late, claiming deadlines. Her phone guarded like a secret. One evening, I overheard her on a call in the bathroom. I can't keep doing this, but I need you. My world tilted. I confronted her that night, heart pounding. Who's Mark? I blurted as she sipped wine on the couch. Her face paled. What? How? She set the glass down, hands shaking. He's just an ex. We met for coffee. For closure. Closure. The word hung heavy. Why lie about it? My voice cracked, suspicion turning to hurt. She sighed, tears welling. I didn't want to worry you. It was nothing. But it wasn't nothing. I started piecing it together. Logged into our shared bank app, unexplained charges for lunches, a boutique hotel. Followed her one afternoon, hating myself for it. Parked across from a cafe, I watched her hug him, a tall guy with that easy smile from the photos. They sat close, hands brushing. Laughter. A kiss on the cheek that lingered too long. Betrayal hit like a wave, drowning me in denial's undertow. How could she? We had a life, a home, dreams of kids. Anger flared. Was I not enough? That evening, I waited in the dark living room. She walked in, humming softly. We need to talk, I said, voice steady despite the storm inside. She froze. About what? I laid it out, the texts, the photos, the hotel. Her defenses crumbled. It started innocent, she whispered, collapsing onto the chair. I ran into him at a conference. We talked about old times. I thought meeting would close the chapter. Tears streamed down her face. But it escalated. One lunch turned into more. I felt alive again, like before we got so routine. Routine. Our love felt routine to her? Heartbreak clawed at me, raw and unrelenting. You cheated, I said, the word tasting like ash. She nodded, sobbing. I'm sorry. I love you. It was a mistake. Anger surged then, hot and blinding. A mistake? Months of lies. I paced, fists clenched. Trust shattered like glass underfoot, every memory tainted. Why him? What did he have that I didn't? Her motivations spilled out. Feeling unseen in our marriage, the spark faded after my depression last year. Understandable? Maybe. Painful. Absolutely. But betrayal wasn't justified. I need space, I said, grabbing my keys. She begged. Don't end it like this. Give me closure. Talk it out. Irony twisted the knife. You got your closure with him. Now I'm done. I drove aimlessly that night, rain blurring the windshield like my tears. Parked by the river, I replayed our life. First date at that Italian place, her laugh like music, building our home, piece by piece. How had it collapsed? Denial gave way to acceptance. The marriage was over. But heartbreak lingered, a dull ache. The next morning, I packed a bag. She waited in the kitchen, eyes red. Please, she pleaded. We can fix this. I shook my head. Some things break beyond repair. As I walked out, her sobs echoed. No dramatic slam. Just quiet finality. Months later, I sat in a new apartment, scrolling through old photos. The pain had dulled, but reflection hit hard. Betrayal taught me trust's fragility, love's complexity. Sarah's sadness over no closure? She had her chance with me, every day. Now, I found mine in letting go. Life moved on, scarred but wiser. And in the quiet, I wondered, was closure ever really about the end, or about forgiving the hurt?